this video, we're going to have a look at how to find the average, the range and the mode. Okay, so sometimes whenever you've got a group of numbers, a question might ask you to work out the average, or another word for the average is the mean. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do that. It's very straightforward, and you just need to learn off the steps to do it. So we'll have a wee look at an example. So say we had a spelling test out of 10 and you had 4 of the results. Okay, so someone got 6, someone got 4, someone got 7 and someone got 3, and you were asked to find the average of that group of results. Okay, so your first step is to add all the numbers you have together. Okay, with this one you can do them in your head. So you've got 6 and 4, that gives you 10, and then you've got 7 and 3, and that gives you 10. If we add 10 and 10 together, that gives us a total of 20. Okay, so step number 1 is to add together all the numbers that you have. For step number 2 then, what you have to do is divide the total, which is this, by how many numbers you've added together. Okay, so we're going to take 20 and we're going to divide it by 1, 2, 3, 4, because we've added 4 numbers together. Okay, and that gives us an answer of 5. So the average for that group of numbers is 5. So your second example, this time we've got 5 different numbers, okay, and this could be anything. It could be the number of pets people have, it could be the number of pencils in their pencil cases, and you need to find the average or the mean of this set of numbers. Okay, so step number 1 is to add together all the numbers that you have. I'm going to show you a way you might want to do these adding. Okay, so you're going to look for pairs of numbers that you find easy to add. So 4 and 5, you know, gives you 9. Okay, so you could take this 9, add it to that 9, which gives you 18. I would score those off, okay, to show that you have already added them, so you don't add something twice. You've now got 18, and then you've got 5 and 7, so if you add those together, that gives you 12. So you've got 18 plus 12, which gives you 30. Okay, so step number 1, add all the numbers together. Step number 2 is to divide by how many numbers you've added. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers. So we're going to do 30 divided by 5, which gives you 6. So the average for that group of numbers is 6. Number 3, okay, we've got 4 numbers, 10, 8, 12 and 10. So step number 1 to find the average is to add them all together. Okay, so I'm going to add my 10 and 10 together first, which gives 20. Okay, and then 12 plus 8 gives you 20. So your total of those numbers is 40. Okay, and step number 2 is to divide by how many numbers you've added. So you've added together 4 numbers. So 40 divided by 4 gives you an average of 10. Example number 4, we're going to have a look at what happens whenever you've got some bigger numbers and you need to use your formal method. Okay, so 3 numbers, 22, 27 and 23. Some of you will be confident adding these in your head and some of you will need to use your formal method. Okay, so I'm going to start off with 27 and 23. Just going to reorder the numbers to add them together to make it easier. Okay, so 27 plus 23. 7 plus 3 is 10, 2 plus 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. Okay, and then 50 plus 22 gives you 72. So with that, I've reordered the numbers, and I also haven't tried to write out all of those 3 one after the other. Okay, add 2 numbers together, get your answer, then add the next number on. So step 2 is to divide your total by how many numbers you've added. So we're going to take 72 and we're going to divide it by 3. Okay, and I'm going to use the formal method. So 7 divided by 3 is 2, carry over 1. 12 divided by 3 is 4. So your average for this group of numbers is 24. Another wee example here, okay, where you're going to have to use your formal method for your addition and your division. You can add together the numbers in any order as long as you do your calculations correctly and you make sure you don't leave anything out. I'm going to start with the biggest 2 numbers. Okay, so I'm going to do 71 plus 66. Score them out just so I don't add them again. So 1 plus 6 is 7 and 7 plus 6 is 13. So that gives you 137. Okay, then I'm going to add on the 56. So 7 plus 6 is 13. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1 plus nothing is 1, so 193. And then add on my 43. 3 plus 3 is 6. 9 plus 4 is 13. 1 plus 1 is 2. That gives you a total of 236. So you've added together 4 numbers, so you're going to have to divide that by 4. Okay, so I'm going to use our formal method. 236 divided by 4. 2 divided by 4 you can't do, so write in your 0. Carry over your 2. 23 divided by 4 is 5. 5 times 4 is 20. Carry over your 3. 36 divided by 4 is 9. So your average here is 59. Okay, so your last example for the average, or sometimes it's asked as the mean, is these 3 numbers here. So we've got 144, 137 and 124. So step number 1, add together the 3 numbers. Again, I'm going to start with the 2 largest numbers. Okay, but you can start, if you want to do it in this order, okay, if you want to add this and then add that one on, that's totally fine as long as you make sure you're adding the numbers correctly. Okay, so I'm going to score them out. 7 plus 4 is 11. 3 plus 1 is 4. Plus 4 is 8. 1 plus 1 is 2. Okay, so that gives you 281. Plus, so that gives you 281. Add on your 124. Okay, 4 plus 1 is 5. 8 plus 2 is 10. 2 plus 1 gives you 4. So your total is 405. Step number 2 is to divide that by how many numbers you've added. So you've added 3 numbers. Okay, so 4 divided by 3 is 1. Carry over 1. 10 divided by 3 is 3. Carry over 1. 15 divided by 3 is 5. So your average here for this set of numbers is 135. Now what we're going to have a look at now is how to find the range. Okay, so the range is the difference between the largest or the highest number and the smallest number. Okay. How I remember this is like a golf course driving range where you start at one point and hit the ball as far away as possible. So it's from the smallest to the largest. Okay, so if you have a look at the first set of numbers, we've got 4, 7, 2 and 5. Your largest number is 7. And your smallest number is 2. So very simply, all you have to do is 7 take away 2, and that means the range of that group of numbers is 5. Okay, have a look at this second set of numbers. Your smallest number is 3, and your largest number is 9. So to work out the range, you do 9, take away 3, which gives you 6. Okay, and the third set of numbers, you've got 19 as your largest, and 11 is your smallest. So if we do 19, take away 11, that gives us a range of 8. Now the last 3 examples for the range, okay, sometimes you'll have to use your formal method when it's bigger numbers that you're working with. So have we look here, your smallest number is 31, your largest number is 92. So again, some of you will be happy to do that in your head and some of you will need to use your formal method. Okay, so I'll show you the formal method. 92 take away 31. Okay, 2 take away 1 is 1. 9 take away 3 is 6. That gives you 61. Your second example of some of the larger numbers, your smallest is 131 and your largest is 178. So if you want to do your takeaway sum for that, 178 take away 131. Okay, 8 take away 1 is 7. 7 take away 3 is 4. 1 take away 1 is nothing. So your range is 47. And the last example, your smallest number, 271. Your largest is 721. So we're going to do your takeaway sum. Okay, 1 take away 1 is nothing. 2 take away 7 you can't do. So I'm going to go to your hundreds, leave you with 6. Bring 1 over. 12 take away 7 is 5. And 6 take away 2 is 4. Okay, so the last thing we're going to look at is the mode. Okay, the mode is the number that's there the most, or another way to say it is the most common number. Okay, how I remember it is the MO. So MO means most. Alrighty, so if we have a look at the first set of numbers, we've got a 4, a 2, a 3, a 7, a 9, a 4 and a 1. Okay, there, if you have a look there, you can see that there's a 4 twice. Okay, so that's the most common number in that set of numbers, so the mode is 4. Okay, have a look at number 2. You've got 27 twice. Okay, so your mode there is 27. Okay, and then number 3, your mode is 141. It's the most common number. 2 more examples for the mode. So if you have a look at the first set of numbers, okay, we've got a couple of numbers there more than once. So we've got 6, 2, 3 sixes. Okay, so the first set of number, you've got 3 sixes, and you've got 2 9s. Okay, and you've also got 2 7s. So your mode is the one that's there the most, so it's going to be the 6. Okay, and then the last set of numbers here, we've got lots of 21s. Okay, and we have got 2 31s, and we've got 2 34s. So remember, the mode is the most common, the one that there's the most of. So the mode for that set of numbers is 21. So to finish off, we'll have a look at some examples where you have to find the mean, the mode and the range. Okay, so first we set of numbers. We've got 4, 7, 6, 4 and 4. So first thing to work out is the mean, okay, or the average. So I'm going to add 6 and 4, which gives me 10. Okay, then 4 and 4, which gives me 8. So that equals 18. Add on the 7, gives me 25. Okay, and then what you've got to do with that 25 is divide by how many numbers you've added. So you've added 5 numbers. So 25 divided by 5 gives you an average of 5. Okay, if we have a look at the mode, remember the mode is the most common, or the number that's there the most. So if we go back to our numbers, the number that's there the most, okay, and it's very clear that the most common number is 4. Okay, and then you've got your range. So you're looking for the lowest and the highest number. So your highest is 7, your lowest is 4. 7 take away 4 gives you a range of 3. Okay, so your next example, you've got 4 numbers. You need to find the mean, the mode and the range. Okay, so I'll just show you how you would do it. So the first thing you have to do is add the numbers together. Okay, so some of you might find ways to do this in your head. Some of you will be happier to use formal method. I will show you 2 ways. Okay, so you could do 29 plus 21. Okay, so 20 plus 20 is 40. 9 plus 1 is 10, so that would give you 50. 23 plus 23 is 46. Add those 2 together, that gives you 96. Okay, or if you wanted to use your formal method, you could do 23 plus 29. Okay, gives you 52. And then add on the other 23, gives you 75, and then add on your last 21. Okay, gives you 96. So same answer. The next step then is to divide 96 by 4 because you've added 4 numbers. So again, you could do it in your head or you could do formal method. So I'll just show you the formal method. 9 divided by 4 is 2, carry over 1. 16 divided by 4 is 4. So your average is 24. Okay, your mode is the number that's there the most common number. So you've got 23 twice, so your mode is 23. And for your range, you're looking for the largest and the smallest number. So your largest is 29, your smallest is 21. 21 take away 9 gives you 8. So your last example, we've got 4 numbers in the hundreds. Okay, so to find the mean or the average, you have to add them all together. Okay, so I'm going to use formal method for this adding. So we're going to start with 141. Okay, and I'm going to add on the other 141. Okay, that gives me 282. So I'm going to take 282 and add on the 132. Okay, that gives me 414, and then I've just got the 122 left to add on. Okay, that gives me a total of 536. The next step then is to divide that by 4 because you've added 4 numbers. So 536 divided by 4, and using our formal method, 5 divided by 4 is 1, carry over 1. 13 divided by 4, okay, is 3. 4 threes are 12, carry over 1. 16 divided by 4 is 4. So your average for that group of numbers is 134. Okay, so you've got to be careful with your working out when you're working with the bigger numbers. For your mode, the most common number, okay, so you can see that 141 is there twice, so it's the most common number. And then for your range, you're looking for the largest, which is 141, take away the smallest, which is 122. So again, if you want to use your formal method, I'll just show you how to write it out. Okay, so 1 take away 2 you can't do, so you're going to go to your tens column, bring a 10 over. 11 take away 2 gives you 9, 3 take away 2 gives you 1, 1 take away 1 gives you nothing. So your range for that group of numbers is 19.